I actually feel pretty good.
For
I'm telling
what?
you, being out in like the freezing cold gives me a ton of energy. It really
That's
does.
good.
It's because of the, like I told you, the soccer stuff. It's like really ingrained in my body. As soon as I was like freezing cold, I started like running and doing push-ups and stuff while I was waiting on the cows to milk. Say something. Let me test your volume on stream.
Say something.
Okay.
Something. Is it okay?
Say something again. Give me a
Something
sentence.
again.
Perfect. Okay, that looks good enough. What is this? How many people are joining? What is this? Just read the title, guys. It's the Dirty Masseuse versus Dahu and friends. DaHuDie. We need to, yeah, I guess I need to, so what am I gonna call him? Because I can't call him Dahu.
Butterfly.
Just Butterfly. Just Butterfly. It's okay if I say Butterfly, not Big Butterfly.
Yeah, there is a small butterfly, but today we have just one of them. So butterfly is okay.
Hi, Wabu. Wabufu? Do I have to say the full name there?
Yeah, that's our...
Your gang leader.
Yes. Our gang leader, that's the word. Yes. Okay, let me check.
The problem I have with a lot of your names is that two syllables is like my limit. If it's any more than that, then it's too much effort.
Okay, let's start.
Oh, we're going now.
Wait. Pause.
Oh boy. So I feel like this team has like a legitimate chance, by the way. Like Pinky 32A and Boyle's a pretty strong team.
I wasn't paying attention. Did Butterfly chose? Like he's supposed to random.
I wasn't even tabbed in when you started the game, so I have no clue.
Oh, okay. Are we able to see it?
I may use Protoss, but oh, actually, yeah, I can check. Hang on, let me look at the VOD real quick. I sure can. He was random, yeah.
Okay, good.
And my stream on YouTube looks so blurry. Oh, because it was on 480. That's why.
Now we start.
You want to do our introductions, BB?
You can. You know that well enough.
Alright, we'll just do the intros once here. Unless we change some players out, I guess. So we'll do the red team first. Up at the top we got, how do you say it exactly? What's the correct way of saying it?
Which one?
DaHuDie? DaHuDie? How do you say it?
DaHuDie.
It's too much effort. Okay, so we're gonna call him Butterfly. He'll be playing random. He is gonna be the strongest on the red team here. But I am told that Protoss is his strongest race. I personally feel like his Terran is scarier, but he landed on Protoss, so either way he's happy. Zerg is definitely his weakest of the three races, though, for sure. We have Lin spawning here at 9 o'clock. This person is almost always zealots in the DT, like 100% of the time. So we'll see if we ever get anything different there from Lin. And then DuoDuo, who is a Zerg player, will be picking Zerg, I believe, the whole series, and pretty much 100% of the time opens 9 pull as well. So I will say for Butterfly's team, there will be consistency with those two players. It's always going to be Zealots and 9 pull, almost always, and then Butterfly can mix it up. His opponents, in the top left, we got Buo, or just Buo, not Buo. It's not DuoDuo.
Yes. Oh, Bo, yes.
We got Buo. Also, well, he's a little more versatile. He can do Zealot. I've seen him do Goon, DT Rush, all kinds of different stuff, but he's a Protoss player. Is their team picking, by the way?
Yes, they can pick.
Their whole team can? Okay. So he'll probably be playing Protoss the whole series. Pinky, a Zerg player. Also a strong 9 pull player. And then their teammate 32A. I don't know if he picked, I didn't see, but he's pretty versatile in the races that he plays as well. Pretty cheesy player, so he can kind of adapt relatively well. So that'll be your teams for this series. I don't know if we'll have any subs, but if we do, we'll talk about it when that happens. So we'll talk about the game a little bit. We got 2 Zerg and Protoss, so this is a really strong combo for the early game. No Terrans in the game at all. The 2 Zergs will have the early game control over the 1 Zerg here. It looks like 32A did 9 pull, or 9-9 rather. So he'll have a little bit more like access to heavy link production in the beginning. It is a little bit stronger than a 9 pull, especially like it's a good build I think when you have a teammate opening 9 pull, so that he can be a little bit more greedy but still have an early game presence. So he's gonna have like the extra hatcher really early. So they'll have control here quickly, and we'll see how this goes. DaHu, or Butterfly, sorry, already looking to block in Buo while distracting him with the Zealot here. So the cannons will be starting, and while Buo is dealing with this, he's not going to realize he's getting boxed in. So this is actually really, really smart from Butterfly. You kind of expect to see stuff like that out of him. He is a very, very strong player. A little bit of skirmishing here. Duo is going to get the win here, and this is kind of a problem with playing 9 pull into 9 pull, is once you take a losing fight, it can snowball really, really like bad. The Zerg that has the advantage can snowball it, but we do have 32A at least with the early like link production, could possibly make up for the difference. And with this, Buo is going to get contained, and there's really not a whole lot he can do about it. We see gas and core coming down now. And this fighting in mid's eventually going to go in favor of the red team, unless they can reset the Zealot count. But the Zealots will eventually like outgrow this, but they are going to be able to clean this up, so it's really, really good for blue here. Maybe a little bit too early for red team. With the Zealot count being reset, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be a long time now before they can get map control. And then both Zergs looking like they're going to go up to 3 hatch. This is going to be mass Ling with no lair here. Ling's running into 9 o'clock. Gonna get a little bit of drilling done. Just 2 probes down, 3, maybe a 4th here. Oh, just gonna be 3.
Oh, 11 and 12, see? He's getting out.
Yeah, I messed the move. I was watching 9 o'clock. Yeah, it looks like as the Zealots came out, Buo went in, cleaned up a couple of the cannons, but it's not quite gonna break out. It does reset the cannons at least, so it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable for Butterfly. And the other reason this is good is because we got Dragoons coming out, so getting the cannon reset can be really big there. Another fight here at 9 o'clock. We are once again going to reset the Zealot count all the way. Forge coming down now for Len. Temp getting a little bit caught off guard here by this attack from Butterfly, and this can happen. Like, when you're getting blocked, sometimes you cut a lot of corners thinking that you're not going to be attacked anytime soon. And then you actually get attacked by the person blocking you. It's kind of like a little bit of a mind game that can happen sometimes. So we're definitely going to take some damage here.
A lot.
Yeah. Gonna lose a lot of probes here now. Looks like Lings came up here and killed a couple of the cannons. A couple of Lings gonna run into the main, but it's not gonna be really any real damage there. Not to make up for how much damage Buo's taken. And it kind of looks like we're just dead at this point. Might be a counterattack counterattack from the Zerg players. Looks like they're not sure what exactly they wanted to do. Gateway placement's not quite right to get the full block, so Lings are gonna get inside here.
Bo doesn't have money. Is he going to cancel range? No, he
just made more goons. He just canceled? Okay, he just canceled there.
Canceled or done?
No, he canceled. He's up to 400. Yeah, he canceled everything. Looks like when they went for the Nexus and didn't get the Nexus. And I think with that, the game's over here. I mean, these goons might can do a lot of work. We'll see. I mean, it's not like Buo has anything else to focus on, so just really good goon micro could maybe turn this around, but yeah, this is not good. Things are gonna get on top of it as well. That looks like a game to me. Yeah, I mean, the Zergs are like massively outproducing Duo, but it's not going to make up for the difference here, I think. The Goons did manage to actually clean this up. But now there's so many cannons up for Butterfly that he's not in danger at all anymore. He's going to suicide multiple Overlords out of the cannons. Both Zergs supply blocking themselves when there's not a single anti-air unit out on the field. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, I just don't see any chance for blue team to get any damage done here right now. I mean, Pinky's got 6 drones right now. He can't even afford the 3 hatch that he has. Hey, what's up, Elliot? It's the juice box guy.
Okay, 7 drones.
Okay, we made another drone. That is one thing when you play 9 pool, as you're building more buildings, because like when you go up to 2 hatch, you can afford 2 hatch off of a 9 pool like really easily, so your money goes up. But then if you make the sunken and the extra hatchery, your drone count gets low enough that you actually need to replace like 1 or 2 drones as you go. It's usually a little bit better to do that kind of like, as soon as you get any lead in a skirmish, like make that 1 or 2 extra drones, and then you can afford your hatches like well enough. It ends up making a big difference in the long run, but it's something a lot of Zergs don't think to do, like while you're fighting nonstop. Hey, what's up? Was this Jinlong Lu? Is that close enough? How's it going? Butterfly making many cannons. He's like really worried about these 3 Dragoons.
Yes.
These 3 rangeless Dragoons.
They were going to win as long as he survives, right? No doubt.
Yes, the 2 Zergs are really weak, so even if Duo dies here, I think it's actually fine. Like, Len is up to speed, we got our archives finishing, we probably have Zealot speed soon for Butterfly. So even if Duo dies here, it really doesn't matter. We have only hatch tech still, right? We're still on only mass Zergling for both Zergs. And probably +1 attack will finish like relatively soon for either Protoss player. And I know a lot of you know this, but once that +1 attack does finish for Zealots, it just makes a massive difference because they start killing Lings in 2 hits instead of 3.
32A now has Lair.
Yeah, starting a Spire now. He did get away with skipping Sunken, so that actually is a pretty... It's helped him a lot here in the early game.
Now, DaHu is in Bo's home again.
It's funny, by the way, that you're calling him DaHu now because of me.
Yes.
The classic blow lag. He's kind of recovering. We do have the DTs coming out for Lin soon. The guaranteed DTs. Hey Billy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man.
Now 5 o'clock is in danger. Lin has +1.
Yeah, the +1
already.
is huge. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and call GG. I think that's fine. I mean, the game's super over. Blow's dead. They won't kill all these zealots.
GG.
GG. That's 1 loss for Team Canada.
1 loss.
1 win for the sexy masseuses. Is that what we call them?
Not sexy. Skillful.
The skillful masseuse.
Yes.
I don't understand this name at all.
Me neither.
Even though it's best of 5, they will play all 5 games, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so this time, since we've already done intros, we can discuss the potential strategies here in the beginning a little bit better.
Okay.
Butterfly, landing on Protoss again. The opposite of me, landing on Zerg every single game during an in-house. 32A getting Terran this time, and everybody else should be the same, because I think they're all picking. Alright, so we're looking at 32A sharing choke with a Zerg, and he has an isolated Terran. You know exactly what it's like to play with an isolated Terran on your team.
Yes.
It is worst case scenario if you're gonna get Terran. When you're isolated like this, the problem is it becomes very difficult for you to kind of get out of your base to contribute to the fighting, depending on how the enemy team plays. He could easily get cannoned in, or he just is stuck there, like not able to come out into like stem, maybe like fire bat medic, that kind of thing, because you can't really push out very easily against 9-pull if he's just sitting there. We'll see how this plays out. We do have Zerg and Toss sharing choke. We'll see if Buo decides that he wants to play Dragoon here. The Zerg is on the opposite side of the map and he's sharing choke with Zerg, so Dragoon is a possibility. We'll see what he decides. Usually when you have a Terran on your team, you don't want to go Dragoon, but because it is an isolated Terran, it can be a little bit different. Yeah. And Zerg could be contested, like we do have our own Zerg that's going to be going 9-pull. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. It is going to be Bio from 32A. And we did see that he's sharing with Zerg, so Bio is typically going to be the better choice. 2-gate coming down from both Protosses, from below as well, so everything looking pretty normal right now. Nobody's going to try anything like weird or fancy here. Am I talking slow enough today?
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually
You're
like
doing very well.
I'm making a legitimate effort to speak slower.
Thank you.
I just get excited about my StarCraft, you know? And the way 32A did the wall here is the correct way to wall when you want to play Bio, by the way. It's first barracks on the inside, then the second barracks goes on the wall when you're in a spawn like this. Because your Marines are going to come out on the wrong side, so if you are getting like Ling pressured, it means that your first Ling or Marine will come out on the correct side to protect yourself. That's a bad fight for 30 or a Pinky. Yeah, he moved into the Lings and took those extra hits, and you know, I mention this all the time, but when you lose that first trade in 9-pull versus 9-pull, it becomes really difficult to recover. And this time they're in a spot where the Zealots and Lings can kind of like elect pretty easily. Seems like our second and third zealot were kind of late from Buo, and he is going gas here pretty early. So he was thinking about Dragoon.
Is it too late? 11 and 12?
Yeah, this is too late. This isn't gonna work. This is basically suiciding Marines at this point. And a few SCVs on top of it. Bit of a crazy commitment there from 32A.
See,
yeah,
Butterfly always does this. He always does this cannon blocking.
it's just the correct thing to do.
Is it?
In these spawns, there was no way this doesn't happen. It's really, really unlucky to have your Terran like out in the middle of nowhere like this, so he can't join in the fighting early. Yeah, the way this spawn happened, there was no way that he doesn't ever get blocked here. Looks like he wants to go factory. I agree with the factory call. When you go bio into cannon blocks, it can work, but it depends on what your opponent's doing, and I don't like having a count on that. So like 3 cannons is kind of like the minimum that you're gonna see in a block, right? 3 cannons can stop a lot of Marines, but if they only make 3 cannons and then you go up to like 4 racks or something and you make a ton of bio, you can just like bully through it really easily. But the problem is if you make like 4 racks, 5 racks or something, and you're going mass bio and then you go up to like 6 or 7 cannons, then you're completely out of the game. Yeah, so tank is just always going to be the safer call, but it's not necessarily always the better call, if that makes sense. Because like, if they go 3 cannon, then you can get out a lot earlier and help your team a lot earlier. Yeah, I think we're just dead,
What
by
is
the way.
Bo doing? Like, he lost all of his zealot.
Yeah, he was
And his cannon.
kind of stuck move commanding a bit. And he was trying to DT rush, cannon, and fight in mid at the same time. Trying to do a
Right, he
little
was
bit too much at
fighting.
once. Like, I don't hate the thought process, but he didn't need to go out if he was gonna play for like a DT rush.
And Pinky is going Muta.
Yeah. I feel like their team in general just tried to do like everything. Like 32A tried to bust early, like too early. Then go up to tank. Buo tried to go fight mid and DT rush and cannon choke at the same time, while their Zerg is going 1 hatch layer spire. So they're just gonna die to all the basic units. I think I'm losing money today.
That's fine. We supported them.
That's what really matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's already over. Siege tank is up, but our team's kind of dead. Like, these mutas can actually get... I don't know, these cannons might actually be okay. These mutas might could be on the corners at 6 o'clock, but maybe not, actually. I mean, we're gonna get DT out, but it's not really gonna make a difference, I don't feel like. We already have cannons up everywhere, and we got overlords floating around. Gonna be watching the front with the mutas, it looks like. So I don't think DT are gonna get anything done.
And it is really bad. This,
Oh, wait. The DT actually got in here and killed the cannon. Okay, but
Did
the other
he?
cannon's gonna come
No.
up, and
Almost.
we also have the overlord coming. Well, he killed the 1 cannon there between the 2 gateways there. I didn't really see how that happened. It must have been like 2 DT.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah. I don't think we have range yet. Looks like we have stamina marines, but not range. Now for the really annoying muta harass while we want to push and kill them. We do have the DT here, like, harassing the Protoss army while we're stimming into 6 or 12 o'clock. So I mean, 32 is not looking. Gonna get caught off guard, lose these tanks, because he's trying to deal with the muta harass at the same time. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Well, we killed 12 o'clock, but then we lost 32A in the process. Putting Bo in basically an impossible to win situation here against Butterfly and Lin. I mean, 32A will be alive, but can we really call it alive? We're down to 4 SCVs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now 2. Just kidding.
And he lost all the tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 1 SCV. We're in good shape. It's not that bad.
And one is making.
Yeah. Could be a couple making. Yeah, we got a couple. Trying to eliminate Duo, but we have the hatchery in top right. Now we have DT from Butterfly as well. And this is, yeah, Butterfly, okay. Because Lin always picks red. We're gonna lose a gateway here. Kind of annoying. Or is this Lin? No, yeah, Lin's bottom right. We're good. 32A is gonna get finished off. These DT are gonna find Duo's top right base. Let's at least eliminate Duo before we die.
They're watching you. Now they found it.
Actually needs to kill the drone. Boom. Okay.
There's another one.
Is there an... Oh yeah, he's got the bottom left.
Yes.
Just whatever he can to stay alive to keep these meta in the game. And it's really smart by him, and it makes a big difference. He basically traded his life for 32A, which is a really good play by him. Now we're gonna get the final hoorah push here. It's gonna die, and then we'll probably GG. I mean, we still don't have observers either.
That is the final fight before GG.
Can you even call this a fight?
It is.
Okay.
Well, Stone said you can't GG when you still have army. You have to fight.
Was that it?
Yes, lose all of your army, then you can say GG.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Sometimes I just don't want my opponents to have the satisfaction of killing my army too. Alright, that's 2-0 for Team Butterfly. The specialist.
Well, Butterfly was lucky to get Protoss twice in a row.
Yeah, we are getting a little bit lucky on the races.
Okay, third game.
Who's asking if it is playing all 5 matches?
Yes.
Yeah. Am I gonna play tonight? I don't know. Are we gonna play tonight?
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Because we say another team is going to challenge the winning team here.
Oh.
But it's not us.
Yeah,
It was
good.
another team lined up.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good. I like that because I'm good to just kind of chill a little bit. I played a lot the last few nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also
Okay.
played a lot off stream the last few days, so Between off stream and on stream, it's been a lot of games.
It's turn, finally.
Finally. 32A is Protoss. What do you think 32A's best team or race is?
I would say they're all about the same. It's just on this map, Protoss may be better.
I think Protoss is a little overvalued sometimes on BGH.
Is it?
I think so. Like, Protoss is good with Zergs. That's how I feel. If you have 2 Zergs and Protoss, I think this is the best, like, race combo.
What is 12 o'clock doing? What is Pinky doing?
Oh, we did
Is
like
that
a 5 or 6
5D,
pool.
6D, 6 pool?
I think we did a 6 pool, yeah. Bebe gonna eat dirt today.
What?
Somebody said you're gonna eat dirt. Oh, is this Mars?
Yes.
Is that who that is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, we got the 2 probes harassing Butterfly, while we have Pinky going 5 pull or 6 pull.
Okay.
This might actually
Work.
kill him.
Yes.
The only thing is we do have duos gonna have Lings coming as well, and Butterfly is also getting like the god tier luck with the SCV, by the way. Okay, finally it comes to the outside. And it's gonna get away with 2 HP.
Link's on the way.
Yeah, Butterfly's been very, very lucky with the SCV RNG here. So he's actually gonna be able to hold. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, his SCV like never came out on the wrong side. Oh, we're actually gonna kill the depot, but well, Ling's showing up, but the Zealot gets here as well. Lensling or Zealot is a little bit behind. Duo smartly not trying to engage the Zealot there. And chasing the Lings.
Probes are
The probes are actually adding a lot of damage.
helping. Yes.
Okay, this is a pretty good, decent start. So let me change colors here. Thing's gonna run around the backside here. We're killing a lot of SCVs. We're down to, what is this? 7 SCVs. Link speed finishes for duo, but we have multiple Zealots coming in here. They need to jump on this bunker. He saw it, but then he turned back around. Kind of interesting.
Oh, now it's...
And now the bunker's done, so it's a lot harder to deal with this. He saw it, so he could have just gone straight down and taken care of it. But, okay. Well, now the bunker's up. We got Lings and Zealots covering it. They might still try to commit, but I don't know that it'll work anymore. But they have to get more damage than this. This isn't enough damage. The lair is finished for duo, and Pinky's on like a few drones. He's very, very weak right now. And yeah, I feel like they just didn't pull the trigger as fast as they could have. I really feel like they could have killed him here. But, well, we're gonna catch 2 more Zealots here, so that's really, really good. They're still bringing more Zealots. Think
Are
they're
they going to try
go for
again?
it?
Should they try again?
They have to get something done, right? I would really like for them to turn around to attack Lin, though. But they don't know that Lin doesn't have cannons right now, so we're gonna commit to this. They should be able to kill him here. Like, almost definitely kill him here. But I do think Lin's more of a threat at this point. He'd already done so much SCV damage. But, like I said, there's no way for them to, like, really know that. So they'll be able to kill him here. So Butterfly's gonna be out of the game a bit. We do have an Evo chamber down here for Pinky to try and get spores up. Dragoons coming from both Protoss players, it looks like. Okay, Team Canada. Going all in on a cheese instead. Looks like it might pay off, yeah. So now we're against Shared Choke and Muta. So as long as they can stabilize against the Muta, then they pretty much the game's over. It just depends on how much damage Duo can get done and where he goes first.
The game is over. Which one? Which side is winning?
Red team is winning.
Okay.
Yeah, we have so the reason is because we have Lin. Lin went defensive cannons, right? He went defensive cannons, so this is going to be delayed tech. We're not going to have any Dragoons. And we're relying on Duo to do damage. It's going to be a lot of Dragoons coming out for both Protosses. And Pinky may not be relevant for a while, but he will eventually be able to rejoin the game. We got cannons coming up for both Protoss. We have like mass goons now. So like both Protosses can basically go Dragoon only for like the rest of the game, basically, and it'll be fine.
But Butterfly is not dead yet. He has 68.
He's dead enough.
He can make one SCV.
Yeah. Pinky a bit late on getting the second spore up. So losing a couple drones is pretty painful considering how low our drone count is. But we are gonna have Dragoons come up here to help us. We'll manage to get the second spore up at a very low HP count. And then yeah, both Protosses just getting range, double gas. So it's gonna be a lot of Dragoons coming out against slow zealots and a Stargate. Interesting. Can you tell me a bit about what we're watching? I can break it down one more time. I'll give it like a quick breakdown. This is basically, you have the 24H, the Chinese team that I've been playing with a lot. This is just one of their in-houses. They have Team Canada, which is made up of the Chinese living in Canada. And then, what do they call themselves? The specialist masseuses, whatever this is supposed to mean. But DaHuDie is it stands for Big Butterfly. He's like one of the stronger players in 24H, and they're just doing like a 3v3 in-house right now. Score is currently 2-0 in favor of Butterfly's team. And Team Canada looks like they're going to be able to take this game and even the series up a little bit more at 2-1. Yeah, so like I said, we're just going to see like mass Dragoons out of the Protoss players, and that is absolutely the correct call. It's interesting, the Stargate here, I don't know what we're planning on.
Right. Why he's doing a Stargate?
Like maybe he wants to go Corsair, but Nomad. I don't know if you just showed up and happened to have said that or if you're trolling, but go watch the VOD. I've said it twice now. I should actually do like commands or something sometime, but
he has Fleet Beacon.
This man wants to go carriers. We're gonna go one. Wait, what are we building? Are we building a Corsair? It must be a Corsair.
Scout?
There's no way it's a Scout. Hey, what's up?
Let's
Too
see
easy.
what it is.
It happened. Let me get this. You just said sexy, messieurs. But you told me not sexy.
Not sexy. Skillful.
Right, skillful. Yeah, so we're making Corsair, I guess one Corsair. I hope he's not going D-Web. Like, D-Web's like the worst thing you could go for right now. Waiting for ad to finish. I didn't know you could get ads on my YouTube. Also, my YouTube chat's just like not updating, or what? Okay, there it goes. Dude, YouTube chat is like the worst sometimes, man. What's up, Bosher? I didn't see. Did we make more than one Corsair, or was it just the one? I don't even see where it went.
Now he has 3 Stargate. I didn't see where it went.
I guess it died. I was looking away and I guess it died. Butterfly is... like, look how long it's been. We don't even have our barracks back or anything yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started his gas. Like, he's mining his gas before he made a barracks.
He's going to make tanks.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna go tanks. It's the best way he can contribute right now. I mean, it is difficult for Protoss to deal with that. Alright, so we're gonna turtle. That's the game plan. We're gonna turtle with tanks and cannons and go carriers and hope that carriers can win the game for us. That's pretty much the entire game plan. Blow is getting...
Carriers making.
Yeah, the thing is, Blow's getting arbiters.
Mm-hmm.
And arbiters, like, hard counter carrier. Like, really, really badly.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to catch these mutas here, and we're actually gonna... not the best moving shots, but it is 12 turn rate, it's kind of hard. so I don't blame them. So I guess a lot of these mutas are gonna get away. And it's kind of hard to do... I don't know if you can even chase without stacking, but so we didn't have like the stack set up, and it's hard to moving shot Corsair and bad turn rate, so it happens. I guess Duo's just gonna be on 2 hatch muta. I'd like to see him go ahead and make a couple more. Okay, I was gonna say I'd like to see him make a couple more drones and get full mining on our gas. But I guess he doesn't want to mine more gas.
Does Pinky have more drones now than Duo?
Yes, he does. And I agree, Pinky should expand. Okay, he is now. I was gonna say Pinky should have been able to expand a long time ago, but he made a bunch of spores and stuff. They can kind of like take their time, like build up more
Oh, they
eco.
saw the carriers.
Okay, we're diving on top of the carriers. Corsair don't really do that good against carrier because they have so much armor. Like, they have a base armor of 4. And Corsair do 5 damage, so they literally do 1 damage to carriers once they get through the plasma shields. So Corsair not so good against carrier, but like I said, we do have arbiters coming. We have 3 stargates for Buell. Storm, mass expanding here from the red team. It's all the correct thing to do.
Expansion of 32A is going to be tanked.
Yeah, he's crazy for trying to take this base. I would take the one up here at 12 o'clock.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll never be able to mine from this. Even without tanks, like even cannons, like deal with that. Okay, he's taking the base here at 3 o'clock, which is fine too. But we might as well just cancel this Nexus. Like, we'll never be able to mine from that. Unless he wants the gas. I guess he could mine the gas. These expansions from Econ at this stage, or map control? All 4.
Storm drop. And
Okay, good call, good call. Got like, what, 5 or 6 probes maybe? Maybe a couple more than
5?
that. It was 2 storms, the other Templar died as well, but it was like 5 plus, yeah. But yeah, the expanding is for economy as well. Like, they want the extra gas. You can just like mass produce off of this. I mean, Blow's going up to 3 gas. Probably wants to take 3 o'clock here as well. I think that's him, yeah. Yeah, the economy is still good. Like, it's good for map control and economy at the same time. 32A's expansions are pretty late. I feel like Blow's playing at the best at this point in the game. Like, his unit composition is going to be correct, and he's expanding a lot better. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see this. 32A has the space up here. I didn't realize that was his.
where is it?
At the Zerg's natural.
Oh, here.
This could be a long game. But most likely it ends when we start getting like stasis and recalls off. Butterfly is setting up like as much of a turret ring as he can. The spore on the right side is actually blocking a lot of the outside, so he can't fit enough turrets. But it takes a lot of turrets anyway to stop arbiters. And we're gonna go Wraith. Well, it's so annoying. Wraith is the correct call as well, because you'd be looking just to snipe Arbiters. That's basically what Butterfly is looking to do.
The first Arbiter is at 5. Is ready.
Yep, so this recall's gonna go off, and there's like nothing they can do about it. It's gonna be a lot of damage, probably. So we'll clear up the Mitas, and Duo doesn't have any expansion, so like any damage he takes is pretty painful. The carrier fleet is gonna come across. It will be able to clean this up, but like I said, any damage is pretty big damage for Duo here. Actually, maybe targeting the Hive, but I'm not sure that we'll be able to get it. The Spire actually doing a good job of blocking some of the surface area, and the Hive actually finishes, so it gains that extra, what is it, like 1000 HP or 500 HP, whatever it was. So that actually helps to keep it alive as well. Actually didn't see, how much HP does a lair have? Is it 2000? 1800? Well, that's Hive. Yeah, Hive. I was asking what lair has, I don't remember what lair has.
Now he has a lot of carriers.
He has a lot of carriers, but we should have, assuming he's got stasis, this Arbiter is going to have enough for stasis when it gets there. Yeah, and I think this one right here is either looking for a recall or a stasis. Looks like a stasis. And we'll see. Oh, we kind of messed up. Okay. Yeah, he didn't do that quite right, unfortunately, so gonna lose this base, lose our Arbiter with 150 energy. And yeah, we have another Arbiter coming down to try and stasis here. Bunch of Arbiters here for stasis now.
Oh, another one.
Well, Lin actually doing a good job like targeting and moving back so that he doesn't get stasis. They need to... Thank you. So, so when you're doing this with stasis, just so you guys know in the future, when you want to stasis, you need to move command like further in, not just like try to stasis on top of the target, because there is that like slow down to cast, and then if it moves out of range, they'll like kind of follow, like we saw what was happening. Lin was doing a good job of targeting and moving, so the Arbiters weren't casting. You just need to move command the Arbiter within range so that it can instant cast whenever you try to cast the stasis. But we caught the entire fleet there with the like flanking Arbiter. Lin was doing that really well though. He killed like 4 Arbiters, and there's only 1 Arbiter left that barely got the stasis off. It could have been like kind of a game-losing moment, but I mean there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, another restasis as the storm goes down. Didn't kill any of the carriers yet, but it's like splitting the army up now a little bit. In the meantime, we got Muta's trying to harass, gets stormed though. Scourge will clean up the rest of this, save that expansion. Yeah, I mean the game looks pretty over to me. We'll see how long this goes on for though. One of the carriers finally goes down. And another. These will come out of stasis like kind of soon with the next like, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. I think stasis and lockdown are tied for maybe the longest cast, or like spell time, whatever you want to call it. I think it's longer than Dark Swarm. Yeah, so we're gonna clean up like all of these carriers now. Be like a little bit annoying chasing them around, but they're pretty much done with. In the meantime, we'll just continue massing carrier. Got these tanks, cannons, turtle, defiler coming out. I mean, there's like 0 chance that blue team ever wins, but we're just gonna drag this on as long as possible, I guess. You want to talk for a bit so I don't lose my voice?
I don't know what to talk about.
Let's talk about what you're looking at.
Looking at the middle of the map.
What's there? What do you see?
A lot of army. A lot of units. A lot of cannons. Tanks.
Very true, very true. Yeah, we're gonna start building cannons around the outside as well, just kind of blocking them in. I mean, this will be...
Feels like this game can take forever.
That's what I was saying, like... the game's incredibly over. Like, look at the supplies, right? We have 2 max Protosses, just about. We have Lin at 150, and then DuoDuo actually has less supply than Butterfly now, who's like massing Valkyrie. Which the Valkyrie's kind of an interesting call. The Valkyrie would drop.
Is it for Arbiter?
No, I wouldn't think so because Wraith would be better against the Arbiter, but Valkyrie would be better against Carrier, but nobody's going Carrier. Well, we do kill another Arbiter. It's pretty cool to see a Terran or a Team Canada from Calgary. Is there a way to... How do I move this thing? To find local players or teams? I wouldn't know about that. This Canadian team is it's the Chinese people from 24H that are living in Canada. Devour. A little bit of anti-synergy here. Okay, so you see that we plagued the carriers at 9 o'clock, and then we stasis them, so the plague's not going to damage them. They're actually protected from the plague now. Units cannot take damage while in stasis, no matter what. Only chance for team would be to mass drop at 9, but maybe too late. Yeah, we're not looking for drops anyway, we have only air. Seems like red team's not sure how to close this out. Like, Blow is incredibly rich, but they don't seem to know what to do.
Is he going carriers too? Seems like, yes.
Yeah, we're massing a bunch of Stargates, so I guess so. I don't want to waste my voice too much on this game. It's going to be a long game.
Yeah.
And it's over. How about them Canadians? Why would you not go Carrier? Carrier... my opinion is just Carrier is not... It's too easy to counter in a lot of ways.
Now we have
Would be better
Guardian.
to play first then Stasis or vice versa. Yeah, so this is what I was going to say. I feel like mass recalls is way, way better.
Well, that was a big recall. Like
Yeah.
a lot of...
There is a trick to that. I wasn't watching like where he set it up, but yeah, I think it's literally called mass recall. Something I really should learn how to do. But there's like a way to stack your units so they like start glitching out on top of each other, so you can recall like a million units at once like that. But yeah, this to me is the correct way to end the game, is like just a bunch of recalls. Like just keep spamming recalls and arbiters and stuff down here on the Zerg base non-stop. Like the front's kinda wasteful, but it's fine. I mean, they're so big, like it doesn't matter. Hitting multi-prog is still obviously good too, so yeah. Doing this is still fine. And I guess Pinky doesn't really have anything else to do. I'd like to see like mass guardians and stuff though. Guardian Devour. But this should be good enough. Like this was a good play. This is like the game ending play now finally. Making a lot of progress. Blows down to 20 supply.
Finally.
Finally. The game that ended from it literally ended from a 6 pool. And then like 22 minutes later, the game's over. Mass recall by patrolling goons into a pro. Yeah, I know a pro had something to do with it, but I haven't actually seen it done before. Alright, the score is 2-1. Canada's catching up. Let me ask you guys, do you think it's a coincidence that 100% of the time that Butterfly does not get Protoss, they lose? Thoughts? What do you think? Coincidence or not?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, sure.
wow, his Protoss is so much better than the other two races.
Let's go, Canada. Yeah, I think his Terran's good, but he kind of got cheesed. Like, going for a wall and getting triple probe harassed while getting 6 pulled doesn't count. Oh, was it 5?
It was 5 or 6?
I guess it was 5. He's saying 5.
He said 5.
Yeah. Okay. 5 pull and triple probe harass. But Butterfly even got super lucky with the SCV movement, but it still doesn't matter. The reason it actually still worked, by the way, that the wall went down, I think it was Blow. It was either Blow or 32. I didn't see which one did it, but they realized that one of the SCVs was too close to the depot repairing it, and he actually killed it with the probe, which allowed them to kill the depot.
I see.
And the big question is, what race is Butterfly? And it is Zerg.
Oh, good. I like that.
Why do you like that? And 32A got Protoss again as well.
Win. I want Team Canada to win.
Okay, me too. I'm also rooting for them. Like I said before, so we do a lot of times in 24H they do like little bets and stuff. It's like really modest betting. It's all like for fun. You can just say it. Yeah, it's all like for fun. So I put a little bit of money on Team Canada because they are the underdogs. Nobody else was betting for them, so I put a little bit on them. I'm always rooting for the underdog. Alright, so we have 2 Zergs sharing choke. We do have 2 Zergs for blue team. Yeah, I saw that you did too, Billy. Back is winning. It is 2-1 in favor of Butterfly's team. But red team did just win the last game. They did a 5 pull. Well, let me back up. Butterfly went for a wall, and they went for 5 pull and 3 probe harass on the wall and killed them. So take whatever you can get, I guess. They do have, even though blue team Butterfly landed on Zerg, which is probably his worst race, they do have 2 Zergs and Protoss. The only thing that's kind of working for red team here is the Protoss is isolated, so it can't really tech so easily. Canadians always do better as underdogs in pretty much anything. True! Actually true. So it is going to be 2 gate from Len. Oh, well, I guess that being said too, I've never seen Len make a Dragoon in my life, so I don't know if he knows how to make Dragoons. He probably genuinely thinks the only reason the Cyber Core exists is air upgrades and to get to leg speed on Zealots and Dark Templar. Alright, so these 9 pulls are going to meet at the choke. We'll see how the engagement goes. Butterfly should know. Yeah, so you see him like regroup and kind of line his things up a little bit. You automatically lose if you go in like single file, right? So you want to be spread like this, so you're like meeting as much as you can, so your lings immediately get the extra surface area for attacking. What position is 32? He's top left, yeah. So like the way you see DaHu's spread, or Butterfly spread, is just way better. Then I guess this is Pinky, yeah. When Pinky wants to fight, he's gonna need to like manually spread out to the right. He could try to like, yeah, I was gonna say, and Butterfly realized that, so he like kind of repositioned a little bit. One thing that Pinky could try to do is get off to the side, and then like fight from this side this way, if he can catch like a moment where Butterfly's not watching. But right now Butterfly's set up like really real, so he can't like fight into that too easily. Got 3 Zealots fighting here. It's actually gonna go in favor of 32A. But the extra Zealots coming means we should turn around so we don't take any extra damage here. a little bit slow to turn around. He's actually trying to fight this, which is like a really, really bad idea. We had the advantage, and now we took that fight, and we have 3 Zealots that are almost dead. That was a really big mistake. Looks like Pinky tried to force his way through and took a lot of Ling losses. And he's just kind of screwed for the rest of the game, I feel like. Hearing choke with a Zerg. Also went sunken as well, so Butterfly just has a huge advantage in the Ling versus Ling battle now. Yeah, I mean, you see this huge Ling deficit coming out of Pinky now.
Yeah.
Blue doing a much better job fighting together than Red Team. Blue does have a lot of Zealots, at least, so he might even make up the difference, but that was not good team fighting there from Red Team, but the macro difference from Blue, which he is really good at the early game quite often. Lin actually making cannons for Duo so he can rush Spire. They see the Spire rush and they're gonna go pressure this, but there's actually gonna be 2 cannons here. Hey, what's up? Was that George? I missed it. Yeah, what's up, George? Ozzy and I could 2v3 these kids. You think so, Nomad? So these cannons are actually gonna be able to hold like a lot of this. And then there's still the 2, I guess there's just 1 sunken fallback, but the extra Ling's coming in as well with the cannon, so this is gonna get cleaned up. And now, if it was Sparkle, true, actually true. Now Pinky has to go for Spores. Cannons are gonna be coming up, and it's actually looking kind of rough for Red Team, I feel. Like Pinky might, he's gonna die. Very late on our Evo chamber, even though we saw the Spire coming. Gonna lose like all of his drones. Ah, this hurts. Lin does only have 1 cannon, so if they commit here, they actually might can get some damage done. I guess second cannon's gonna finish in time. Yeah, with the Lings flanking as well, and probes and stuff, yeah, Lin's gonna survive. Lings try to get inside on the cannon, but they kind of get caught on the SimCity a bit. This is gonna get cleaned up. Pinky has 1 drone right now. And unfortunately, I think this does it for Team Canada. Unless
The blue team does have better teamwork.
yeah, that was kind of the big thing that I was seeing, like that fight in mid, like much better team coordination from the blue team. They basically like the 3v1 32A and then turn around to fight the other 2. Alright, well, I see absolutely no way of coming back to win this game. They're gonna dive on top of the cannons and stuff here. While even attacking his own side before, because he's just
Yes!
pissed. We're just pissed off and we decide that we don't want to be here anymore. Cannons go down, which means the mutas are just gonna have free reign here. And that's gonna do it, boys. There will still be another game, because they're gonna finish the 5-game series. And then I guess another team is gonna challenge the winners here.
GG.
GG from 2 of them, okay? No GG from Blow. Let's remember that. You find that 3v3 BGH games are pretty much decided in the first 5 minutes? No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say so. A fair amount of them might be. It just kind of depends. Like there's a lot of ways that 3v3 can play out. But I will say, definitely a lot of the games we've watched tonight have been like that. And yeah, like Sylvia said, Zerg, it is an effect of Zerg that games can be decided early. You love these innies? I've been enjoying it too. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the BGH like in-house content the last several days. This is unfortunately going to be the last day of it for a while. Bebe is kind of my ticket and motivation to do these. And then also she's heading out for a while. She'll be out of town for vacation or for the holidays and stuff. So while she's gone, I'll probably be like laddering and stuff, and I need to get back on the ladder anyway. Butterfly's Zerg is actually pretty good. It is good for sure. It's his worst, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I mean? Like his worst race is still strong. It's Asaki as usual. He doesn't like his core. True. We should get a Chinese Canadian and Chinese Soviet matchup.
What's that? What does that mean?
I'm not even sure, but it sounds funny to me. You said he didn't know English. He knew what water closet meant.
Ooh, who?
Yeah.
What is it?
He said WC. Water closet's the I think it's British, right? For restroom.
Okay, that is like the first English word all of us learned in our childhood time.
Alright, we got 2 Zerg Protoss again. I feel like spawns are much better for red team this time. Like much better actually. As long as they can navigate the early game like relatively well without taking too much damage from like the double 9 pool, like as long as they don't bleed off too many zealots, that's like the only hard part. Double Zerg early game is so hard to deal with if you want to play standard. So the issue that we're probably going to see, so we're going to see these 2 Protosses are going to be locked at choke, right, on the top side. And this is Lin and 32A. So they're going to be pretty much like, they're going to be matched up here. The problem is you're going to have the 2 Zergs that are going to have full map control in the beginning, so they can try to catch Protoss here if he tries to move out. They can 2v1 the Zerg, and the Zerg is going to be forced to go sunken, so he's going to be further behind, but Pinky usually goes sunken anyway. But the sunken does put the Zerg behind against both other Zergs. And so with these Zergs having map control, they can pressure here, they can keep the Zealots back here. This is going to be evenly matched, and at any point when Zerg gets like proper control, they can just suddenly swing up topside and potentially kill 32A. This is the double Zerg effect of the early game. So we'll see how red team tries to navigate the early game here. It's going to be a bit tough for them, but if they can stabilize and get through it, then I think they're in pretty good shape spawn-wise. Like, if Duo can get control of the choke and start blocking this Zerg, then the game can very easily swing in their favor. Why can't Protoss just make a wall and make 2 gates in base like low money, then control the map? Yeah, so that's what I was saying, like if you want to play early game aggression, it's hard against 2 Zerg. But one style you can play is you can try to play turtley, and because when you play turtley, it actually can be good when you're not against a Terran, but against a Terran, it can backfire pretty hard. But like if they play defensive, then like they could just get blocked in, potentially, and then like mass expanding, but because it is 2 Zerg that both are going to open 9 pool, I actually don't mind defensive play either. The problem is they don't know it in the beginning, right? They've only like just discovered, I think, that it's going to be double Zerg. Yeah, your Zerg's also going to get destroyed. Like, your Zerg would need to play 12 pool, essentially, and go like really sunken heavy, and try to survive on their own. But yeah, it being random and not knowing the races makes it really hard to decide the strategy. Yeah, but, 32 actually went for the Zealot and got absolutely nothing because the Lings were up here. So we just got to donate a Zealot, and he's going to get cannoned in now. Is going 3 gate. If he didn't bleed off that extra Zealot, I wouldn't mind this position, but yeah, we're fighting a bit too early. You don't want to fight too early with just a few Zealots. Your Zealots are going to outscale the Lings really hard. And if you're fighting with like 2-3 zealots like this, you're just gonna get completely mowed down by the double 9 pool. And anytime your zealot count gets reset, then it's just that much easier and longer that Zerg gets to control. I feel like Red's being way too aggressive against 2 Zerg here. You remember what I said at the beginning of the game? The last thing we would want to do is bleed off units, and then they went aggressive, and that's exactly what's happened now. They got the wrong impression from playing against us because I have 2 teammates that pick Zerg. Why they call this guy Butterfly? This is what his name means. It means big butterfly. Yeah, I think we've just lost now.
Yeah.
The only good news
It's
we
too
have...
difficult to even go out when there are 2 Zergs.
Yeah,
on the other side.
Kind of have to concede like the very early game. Like imagine now, right, that Temp doesn't push out with like 3 zealots at a time like he's been doing. Imagine we're on like 10 zealots or 12 zealots right now. 12 zealots can fight so many more lings than 3 zealots can or 4 zealots can. And he even went to 4 gates, so it's like he knows that he needs to go heavy zealot, but he's pushing out with too few at a time.
Now 11 is going to be dead.
Yeah. It's just too much aggression from red team with the matchup. Like you see this now, like look how many lings they just killed like so easily, just with the 6 zealots. But I hate it for him. 32A is dead. Maybe we can kill...
Now they're going to counter.
I was gonna say maybe we can kill 3 o'clock because Butterfly did completely skip Sunkens.
Just go.
Yeah, we need to go. Like 32A is dead. We have to kill somebody right now, and it will still be behind after that. But maybe we can get a kill, and this will be somewhat playable. I can't believe he just decided he's not gonna make a Sunken. I mean, this should be a kill. I feel like. It's actually really close. It's not quite gonna be enough. Okay, I guess Butterfly knows better than me. He wasn't in danger. I just don't have it. I don't trust my teammates. But yeah, good hold. Very good hold. No Sunken needed. I was wrong. And with that, it's looking like a 4-1 win for the specialist. The tacticians.
You are giving them a different name every time.
Go Team Canada. Unfortunately, Canada is getting crushed. Looking like a 4-1 loss. A lot of Zealot Link coming in. We do have several Sunkens here, but it's only 2 complete right now. 2 more creeps coming up. Pool's gonna go down, so we can even start the next Sunkens, but we didn't have money for it anyway. It's a hold, I guess, but does it really feel like a hold? Maybe 32A will be forgotten long enough that he can start mining again. Rejoin the game. We actually finished our Nexus and started mining again, but we do have an Overlord that's about to check. And Lin even sending these zealots to like try and finish him off here. Glow starting his lair. Butterfly still on Massling only, but I do this all the time too. I don't like going lair. It's good, don't get me wrong. I just I'm lazy, you know? 32A will officially be out of the game after this one. Looks like we'll try 3 o'clock one more time, probably. Our Zelda count is actually surprisingly low. Terran must be pretty trash since no one has them. Terran is difficult to use in games like this. It gets contained very, very easily. We do have speed finished on the Zealots here for Buo. But also for Lin. And you know what, Lin? When speed is done, you know DT are close behind.
Yes.
Like always. That's literally how I tell, by the way, when I play against Lin, when DT are coming. As soon as I see speed done, I start prepping for DT. Because 100% of the time, DT are following up. 32 best race is Terran from what I've seen. I feel like his races were like... I think his Terran and Protoss are pretty even, I feel like. I mean, we do have Archons out, which is great against this composition. We just don't have enough like muscle for the Archons. So it's going to trade well, but it's not quite going to be enough. If you thought Dragoons were fat. Wait, 32A
doesn't even have +1.
32A rebuilt his Nexus again is actually counterattacking Lin right now. What is happening? This man refuses to die.
Just contribute as much as he could.
He's literally just being as annoying as he possibly can.
This is getting himself killed.
It's getting him killed, but it's like a distraction, right? Like, he's still like being a thorn in their side while they're trying to kill Buo. It's really, really good contribution, to be honest. This guy's had 3 Nexuses. He has died 3 times now. DTR out, but we do have the Overlord here to kind of spot for them, so... we can't quite push out. Remuta going to... Pinky. Pinky, Pinky, Pinky. We weren't ready for Muta.
Late.
The probes are even down here trying to help fight at this point. Just 32A doing everything he can to make this a 3-2 loss instead of a 4-1 loss. But we lost Pinky. You have to cancel the Spore. Oh, I didn't cancel the Spore. Okay, no more drones.
49.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like... Duo's pretty healthy right now. 3 hatch, 2 gas. Alright, Temp. Give us that 1v3.
It seems like the next matchup is going to be the Butterfly team versus Mofan, Ida, and Bo again.
Does that sound... that sounds... worse. I mean, Mofan's really good, right? Like
Mofan's really good.
Mofan's a great, consistent Zerg player. I would say he's a little better than Pinky. Like, Pinky's a Zerg player, but Mofan is a stronger Zerg player.
Yes, he is.
But
Ida is
I was gonna
not
say,
as good as 32A.
He's a little bit of a downgrade from 32A, yeah. So it's kind of a side grade game, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I mean, having a strong Zerg player is really important, and Mofan will consistently be stronger than Duo, so
yeah,
it could actually swing it a little bit just for that reason alone. Are we gonna get observers? I guess we're gonna get observers and go for like one last push. We're gonna see the mass cannons, and then he's gonna like rage quit. No GG.
No GG quit.
I won't guarantee it. I feel like there's a strong chance that when we see all the cannons, he's just gonna leave.
I would.
I'm surprised we're going. I agree. I don't know why we're going so many goons. Like a few goons would be fine, but I'd like to see storms. Not so many goons. I mean, goons
And you know there are people who love goons.
Like who?
Like who we know.
Whom? it to quit.
Yes, GG.
Will give us a GG.
He decided to fight. Yes.
This is like one of those.
Can say GG.
It's one of those
have
fights that it doesn't even feel satisfying because you can't even fight properly. There's no satisfaction that comes out of this push. And with that, Team Canada loses 4-1.
I need to send a lot of red packets to the group now. Now we're going to start.
All right. So what are we calling the new team here?
They. Small fun team.
Just MoFon team. Ouch, Team Canada, fire the coach. Who is the coach for Team Canada?
It's likely Pinky.
Oh yeah. Well, he is getting replaced right now.
3 minutes rest.
Okay, that works for me. Looks like we're gonna take a 3-minute break here, guys.
I'll go send a red packet.
Canada disappoints on the world stage yet again. I like it. I tried playing with my camera settings a lot today, and I don't know. I just need to get a new camera, I think. It doesn't look too bad right now, at least in the recording. On stream it looks really blurry though. I guess because I can only go 720. The recording looks good. I think it looks decent. And I can upload that at 1080 on YouTube. But the problem is like this. It looked like literally I have like a star like back behind my head. And I'm bald, so see the shine? Alright guys, so we're gonna have a different team play against the winning team now. We're gonna call them trust me, we know. That's brutal. We're just gonna call this team the like substitute Canada team. They're still gonna play for Canada. The replacements, yeah. Let's just pretend that the A team just got fired and we're bringing in the new recruits. Actually, let's... What was this, fanfic? Let's do a little bit of fanfic, I guess. Will got really angry, okay, at his two teammates. They're really dropping the ball. He felt like he played perfectly. He wanted a stronger team. He fired the other two and recruited a better Zerg and a worse Protoss.
No! You're making up a story.
That's what I said, it's a fanfic.
So much drama.
Game looks fine.
But the two of them invited him to
unit.
join them.
Production tab to mid-screen. Oh right, I forgot I moved my thing back. In game remind me, and I'll like shift it over. Can also make my camera a little smaller. Yeah, sorry. Just remind me in game and I'll fix it. Yeah, my camera was like way too big too. I didn't realize I had it so big because I was playing with it and forgot to change stuff back. Still see your holy head on the right. I'll just be able to shift it over like this, so you'll be able to see it better. I'll just have to see like where exactly to put it once we're in game. Do we have a US BGH team? I am the US BGH team. Kind of funny if you think about it. You know, we did the Innys last night against, so we played against Team Canada last night and we beat them 7-4. We played 11 games total. But it's kind of funny. So our team was me, which I'm a, you know, pure American, and then we have Bebe, who is extremely Chinese, and then our third teammate is called Soviet Kingdom. And that was Team America, I guess. Did YouTube block this comment? This is why Restream is good, though. What did we say? Try to move production tab middle. Your cam would be too intrusive in mid-screen. I can't. I can't move the production. Can't to be done. I'll probably just make my camera smaller and move it to the left side of it. In Soviet Russia, Kingdom plays for America. Okay.
Okay, you have to talk more when I'm sending the red packet.
I can't talk more, you barely speak to begin with. Okay, so I'd have to move it pretty far over. Make my camera a lot smaller. How's that? Is that okay? About the best I could do for you, probably. What's a red packet? Sounds ominous. Red packet is like sending, like in my co-caster speak Chinese, like you're requesting that she does. But yeah, red packets, it's like sending money within the 24H stuff. Or on WeChat. Nomad, what do you want her to say in Chinese? Maybe we can make something happen. Yeah, she can. Like this. So what did Butterfly say, BB?
Let me check. 找个代理. What's that mean? Like look for an agent.
Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Because I was complaining that I had too many red packets to send. Probably was referring to that.
Gotcha. Okay, so it does look like Butterfly landed on Protoss again this game. I didn't see if we had any other randoms. Probably not. I imagine they'll be picking PPZ every game for Team Canada number 2. Do we call them 2.0 or number 2? I feel like number 2 because they're not really necessarily better. It's pretty much even to the last team. Even, but a better Zerg player, and that honestly can make a world of difference. What's the best race combo for BGH all Zerg? I think 2 Zerg Protoss is the best. That is my opinion.
And I also just threatened Ahu.
You threatened him?
Yes, I said if he continued to play like this, we are not going to include him anymore.
Yeah, kick him out of 24H.
He's a pro gamer. He's not the same as others.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we got the Lings coming out. Mofon and Duo should be kind of canceling each other out. Is Weija not on this main team? He was very good the other day when you played him. Yeah, Weija's good. What does it? Yeah, does he not play for any of you guys' little side teams or what?
He actually belongs to Central America team. In the same time zone as
Look at that.
we are.
This is what I mean. Look how much Mofon won this Ling battle. Okay, well we're gonna lose the follow-up though, because of the Zealot difference. Wow, that was incredibly even. Last Zealot's gonna fall. Link speed finished a little bit sooner. a few seconds. A little bit of extra damage there. Like, any little bits of damage you can get is like a really big difference. Ida's gonna lose a Zealot for free. This is the problem. This is like what we're concerned about with this matchup, is the difference between Ida and Lin is gonna be pretty massive. No offense to you, Ida, when you watch the VOD. But this is a disaster. We're behind on Zealots while we're getting a Forge and 2 cannons built at our choke. And we're gonna lose these 3 Zealots for like maybe 1 or 2 probes. We are getting in here on 3 o'clock. A lot of Zealots. He's gonna look for drone kills here. Could have actually killed that drone, but a little bit slow on the target. Ends up killing 1 drone. So we force the sunken and we kill 1 drone while he's going lair. So we're at 6 drones right now versus 7 and 3 hatchling for Mofan. The biggest issue we're gonna have right now is that Gita's not in the game anymore. He's building a forge while he is getting full walled, so not sure what the game plan is there. But he basically doesn't get to contribute anymore, so I feel like this game's already been decided now. Mofon's also gonna die here. These extra zealots coming from Lin is very painful. Okay, we at least did cancel the forge. But we're dead. I want you to Exo in 1v3. Me too. The last thing you want to be doing as Mofan, even if you were able to survive, which is not going to. But even if you did survive, like losing any drones or like mining time, you just can't really afford to do that because you know Spire's coming. But nothing you can do about it. Nita kind of lost the 1v1. I don't want to say quickly, but it was very quickly. And so the game was decided, yeah.
So the finish, even before I finished sending the red packets, was too quick.
That's what I'm concerned. I'd love to see 32A over Yida with Mofan and kind of see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But I know Yida wanted to play a lot. Like last night, you were talking about how he wanted to play.
Yeah, he was waiting the whole time.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I like seeing Yida lose when I'm playing against him, but when I'm watching, it's not as fun. DuoDuo. Random? In. Means yes, by the way. For all of you non-Chinese out there. Can Len play anything but Protoss? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, Bo is... Let's go!
Yeah, Bo doesn't want the handicaps, he takes it personally. I get it too, I don't like it either. Alright, Butterfly is on Zerg again, so we got the Dove Zerg Protoss. We do have all bottom blue side. 2 toss Terran.
Well, 8X was commenting saying that if we replace Ida by you, then it would be more even.
If I played instead of Yida?
Yeah.
That actually could be kind of fun, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I replaced Yida, we'd have a decent chance.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like playing with Mofan is really like having the better Zerg makes such a huge difference in the game. And I feel like I could scale off of that pretty easily. Showed us where the game hinged from the beginning. Well done, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so spawns are pretty good for blue team here. One thing though, it's kind of funny. Being all bottom is like good for blue, but I really like playing from red's position because it's very easy to contain them if you get control, right? Because they're all on the same side, you don't have to worry much about like backstabbing or anything like annoying like that. And you just can basically like control like 1 or 2 chokes and you've got control of the game. So the early game is going to be really, really important here. And as you guys have heard me explain, and as we've seen, the double Zerg early game is always going to have like really good control. But it is much harder in the situation for Lin to block off one of the players with cannons. So we'll see, like, we'll kind of see how it scales up. Like, if you want a cannon here, then you kind of run the risk of getting overwhelmed. Like, say you drop like 3 cannons or something, by then the zealot count is going to be pretty high, and you'll be having zealots coming from the other side at like a pretty good count, like realistically. So it does get kind of hard to cannon and block here. So we'll see. They will have early game control because of the 2 Zergs, but Mofan Zerg is really strong. We are getting the hatch rush from 12 o'clock, or the lair rush, which I agree with 100%. He is the most isolated, so him going tech makes the most sense. And that's going to be Butterfly, yeah. Are you done with packets?
Not yet.
Okay.
Too many of them.
Yeah, Bo needs to back up with a zealot. I guess he... Yeah, I was gonna say, he might feel like he needs to help. Mofan actually going for lair rush as well. That's crazy to me. It is lair before speed for Butterfly versus speed before lair, so we bled off a zealot. That's not good. Whose zealot was this? I guess it was Buo's. Buo bled off a zealot. Yeah, so we're gonna get the cannons coming down. We were getting zealot harass, so I guess that's why we didn't realize like one of our zealots rallied into the Lings. Ah, Yida, what are we doing? Okay, we're just like suiciding 3 zealots here. There's no way we can contest like this.
Last SCR was actually asking if they need help. Should we replace Ida by him?
Yeah, last is really good. I mean, that would be a that'd be a much, yeah, that'd be good. I don't want Yida to feel bad about it, but I also kind of want closer contested games, you know? Because this is like really high quality overall. Like you got Buo, Mofan, Butterfly, Lin, and then Duo. Duo's pretty good, like at what he does. You'd ever play StarCraft before? He's not that bad.
He belonged to the chicken group.
Yeah, he has a chicken. So in the Chinese they call the weaker players chickens. Okay, so we scouted the Spire finishing at 12 o'clock. Mofan Spire is going to be later, but it should be fine, honestly. Like, the cannons are up for the Protoss players. Or we're getting Goon, I guess, from Buo. So he'll be fine. Yida didn't take too much damage there, so that's good. Both Zergs are going to be relatively weak. It's going to be Hydra coming out of Duo. I'm totally okay with that. So this is kind of the game state you're looking for, more or less. It could have been a little bit cleaner, but when you're playing against double Zerg and you're not going to be able to control the map and you're getting blocked like this, this is, like I said, the game state you kind of want. Where both your Protoss players are like relatively healthy, you'd like to see more like non-stop worker production. Because your Protoss players are going to outscale the Zerg pretty quickly going into mid-game. Because like look at the drone counts, right? Like look how many drones Butterfly has. And like even Duo, who's been droning a bit more, still not that high. We're on 2 Hydra right now. So their only like strong player technically is going to be Lin, who made a bunch of cannons to block you in. So your macro as the two Protoss players, as long as you get past like this annoying part of the game, you're really, really strong. You just get like a big army together and go, but this is what you need to avoid. You need to avoid like trading off army inefficiently and taking damage from like the meter rushes and stuff. Mofon trying to fight 3 meter versus 4. 4 is more than 3, so it wins. I'm surprised we never tried to leave. We just took the losing fight. Corsair is out now. Well, I was saying the game state was like kind of okay, but then we lost a bunch of stuff very unnecessarily. We're still bleeding off Zealots to Muta.
Okay, I'm done. Is Mofan dying?
Yeah, we're dead. It's okay though. Both sending 2 Corsair for the Zealots. What are we doing? Can wait 10 seconds for Sarah help? That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure like what the communication is exactly. But there was no reason for Mofon to stay for that fight. Like we had Corsair coming. And you're gonna have Corsair Muta versus Muta, like... It's felt like that all night tonight, that red team's... Or I guess tonight, this game, blue team's team communication is not nearly as good as the other team, it feels. Alright, well... Mofon's dead. We got Goon Corsair coming out of... Yeah.
Okay. I saw that last series online. Maybe we'll see what Ida says.
Yeah.
We'll let Ida decide.
Let Ida decide.
It's going to be a like more even game.
Yeah, it'd be much more even.
Mm-hmm. Let me check with him.
Look at you typing in the group chat instead of helping me cast. I'm losing my voice over here.
Oh, I was sending red packets.
It should be distributed. I will eat grass tomorrow.
Yes. Like.
Or blow.
Okay.
The like phrasing you guys use is so like interesting to me. So when someone's losing, you guys say he's eating eggs? Is that because
yes.
Yeah. But that means the same thing as sending someone color?
Yeah, like show you my power.
Okay.
Not sending someone color. It's like showing.
Gotcha, that makes way more sense then. Here's another one for you guys. What is it? You carry the iron pot?
Yes.
And what does that mean again? That you're taking the blame or something?
Yes, you're taking the blame. And then when you're saying that you're throwing the iron pot,
When you're
you're
blaming
blaming
somebody else?
others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And what did that mean again? About you... What did I say that you said? Something about grass? Eat
Yeah, I
grass?
said
What does it
I'm
mean
gonna
to eat
eat
grass tomorrow? What does it even mean?
Because I sent too many red packets. I don't have money for food.
Okay.
That's what we say.
Okay, so Butterfly is on Terran this game.
He wanted to join us.
Awkward.
Yeah. He does speak English very well.
I know he does. I don't recognize any of these. What does the up arrow mean? What does the up arrow mean?
Which one?
What last SEer said? The second symbol?
That he hasn't used. He has never
No.
used that.
What's the symbol specifically mean?
Which symbol?
The second one. The one that looks like an arrow pointing up.
No, he typed an O.
Yes, after that one, the second symbol that looks like an arrow pointing up.
It's like that one.
Okay. That's kind of the thing I've noticed is a lot of them kind of look like what they mean, more or less.
Yes. Yes, a lot of them actually do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like this one is that's like big person, right? The one that's like
One on the top is person.
Mm-hmm.
Are we changing this to your Chinese class?
Yeah, sorry. Let's actually watch the game.
Now I want to see your Ling's fight.
Yeah. Duo has like pretty good positioning for his Lings right now. It's actually funny we get the same spawn for the Zergs again. Duo go for the Suckin though, so he's gonna have a bit of a deficit if no damage is done here. We have Lin and Yida sharing choke again. This is like almost identical, except the races are a little bit better for blue team. Because Butterfly is not going to be able to match the Zealots at first for a while. One thing about Butterfly's Terran is he cuts a lot of SCVs to get tech out. Like, the amount of like idling his command center does drives me freaking crazy. But it does let him get the tech out
What is
early.
Ida doing? What is he doing?
What are we doing? Why are we past our choke right now?
He walked by. Now he's fighting.
Yeah, this is a weird position to put himself in. He's gonna get blocked again. While going 3-gate against 2-gate Forge. It's gonna be a Forge and a gateway to wall him off again. And we'll just move Menning past again. We're trying to get cannons up here to block Butterfly, and we might actually be able to right now.
But then Ida is going to be blocked again.
He's being blocked, but we are getting the counterattack here on Duo, while they were like contesting up here at the cannons.
And he's wasting his zealot up there.
Okay, first Sunken goes down. We're gonna kill a drone. The second drone's gonna go down. Butterfly did pull like 90% of his economy to stop these cannons. And they're actually gonna go up, so you know what? It's looking like a win for the blue team.
Yay!
Duo down to
I'm
3
so
drones.
rooting for them now.
Oh wait, no, Mofon's dead. Mofon's dead because of the gap between Yida and Lin, unfortunately. When are we gonna get a K-League team versus Team China? Whatever you guys are ready. We did a 3v3 BGH game against... I played against Exit, Jiffy, and Flying. a couple times. Exit, played until he got a win, and then refused to play again. Typical Exit. He said blasted and then went to play ranked. It's like the most Exit thing you can do. Yida kinda breaking out. I mean, we're not gonna get out. Okay, I think we actually are still gonna lose. Just purely off of the gap. Mofon's dead. Those almost 3 drones that he wants. See if Bo can actually like save him. But I mean, he's just gonna get reblocked now. And then Lin's just gonna resend his zealots again. Making a lot of cannons here to try and stop Butterfly from breaking out. He might just stem and go down through this area and take the shots. I don't even know that he would take many if he actually cut down here.
Well, Mofan does have money. He has 400.
Oh yeah, he's in great shape then.
And 2 drones, see? And Duo has only 3.
Yeah.
But now they're going to break the cannons.
That's the quit with no GG blow.
I feel really bad for him.
I mean, I understand.
Won.
I understand why he's getting frustrated for sure.
Yeah.
Like Mofon and Bo did everything correctly this game.
Mm.
Those positions were actually really good for red team. The issue was that he's like losing the 1v1 to Lin like really badly consistently. Oh, gotcha, yeah. Yeah, it was like really bad for blue, and they still win there. It kind of doesn't get better than that for red team. Like good positions, good race matchups. We got the cannon block. But Lin just kind of has free roam of the map. That was well done. He might be done.
He's a meatball.
So what are we watching here? We are watching the Chinese beat each other up.
Now it's going to be a really good team.
Yeah, this will be a massive... So this will be... Assuming Bo comes, this should be a much better series.
Yeah, and this should be the strongest team.
Yeah.
Like strongest team in the group already.
This is a little more exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Yida. Still appreciate you as a person. Yeah, Soviet Kingdom is he's around a fair amount. He's done like show matches and stuff for me too. Does he play diplomacy? He does sometimes, or at least he used to. Okay, so now we have replaced Yida with Last Seer, and Last Seer, in my opinion, is relatively close to my level with his Protoss. Can we agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah. I think his Protoss is close to my level, so there should be a really good series now. He definitely would be able to match Lin. Like, Lin would not be able to block him and that kind of stuff, so he's average. And then what did Butterfly land on? Zerg. Okay, so we got 2 Zerg, Protoss versus 2 Protoss and Zerg. Since Yida plays, or not Yida, but Lin plays only Zealot, never goes Dragoon, you can actually like 2 and 3 gate with all your Protosses pretty safely here. Twelve is about to get trashed, so they actually can't kill 12. The way this would play out, if both Zergs went to go 12, they would actually lose all their lings. If you commit to 12, then he's going to get to 1 Zealot when they get there, and then Zealots 2 and 3 are usually pretty close to that, behind the 9 pool. And then you'll have the other Zerg coming across the map with the lings, and if you actually commit to 12, then you could easily lose all your lings. So 12's not in danger, and if they do try to go 12, it also forces 9 o'clock to go Sunken, because he could get counterattacked and just die to the Zerg straight up. So even though, like, it looks like he should be in danger, he actually can't. They can't realistically attack him. They can maybe go a little bit early and, like, try to get a gateway or something, but they can't really commit safely. And then wherever they go, it does mean that bottom right could contain 3 o'clock, like they'll be fighting each other. So usually what you're going to see is the lings, kind of like what we saw in the past, the lings are going to be looking to pick out, I don't know, that wasn't lucky. It's just different on BGH, that's all. And 3v3 is like a whole different game that a lot of people don't know a whole lot about. So yeah, what I was going to say is you're going to see the lings, they're going to look to control. They're going to look to pick off units and get for early trades while the Zealots build up. And then while the Zealots are building up, we're going to be trying to build cannons here to block 5 o'clock. So yeah, we're going to see the hold here, and then the lings and Zealots here. We're going to see the pylon come down and the forge. So this is almost always how this is going to play out in this matchup. We're actually going to see a probe pool, I guess because we were looking to fight the Zealot, but you should know that the lings are going to be out here. And then yeah, Toss is going to go to 3 Zealots, maybe 5 Zealots. We're going to try not to lose anything here. You can't safely push out, at least it's hard to push out. We'll see when the 3 Zealots get here, then you can try to combine like 3 Zealot here, 3 Zealot here. But they're going to go for a counterattack here instead. It is going to force a Sunken, it's going to force the lings to come back. But the downside is that we've already taken the trade against the lings here, so we can't contest these Zealots anymore to stop the cannons from coming up. So if we can get like 1 drone, that would be totally fine. I mean, obviously if we get like 2 or 3, that's huge, but it's going to be hard to get it with like proper drilling and stuff with the lings here. Yeah, first Zealot goes down, second Zealot, and yeah, we're not going to get a drone kill. We get the Sunken force at least, so it kind of is like killing a drone, but we wanted one more than that for sure. Gonna try and move past here for Blow, which is kind of an interesting call. It could actually get a little bit of damage done. I assume we have Zealots coming out soon since we didn't chase. Yeah, okay, so timed really well there from Lin, right? And then Blow not watching this, so we're gonna lose this fight. Sadly, we're watching these Zealots here, and we're gonna kill like a couple probes. We'll take the Zealot loss here. In the meantime, Zerg 2 hatch. Mofon did smartly not go for a Sunken, kind of understanding the situation that doesn't need one, so Duel's going to be a little bit behind on Sunkens for that reason. Zealot's going to come down here and try to fight these lings to break these lings out, so it does stop the contain here. So that's a really good play. And there's not many Zealots here from red because of the actual distractions going, that came from Blow. This is a close fight that started lagging.
Yes.
Okay, with the extra lings coming in, we for sure have enough. We just need to keep the Zealots with the lings, but we're not going to be doing that.
No, it's 9.
Yeah, 9 is on 1 hatch layer, or yeah, 1 hatch layer. I didn't realize that. But Mofon can get a little bit of damage here. Like, we have enough lings. And the Sunken hasn't started yet for a butterfly. Okay. Gonna get 1 drone here. Force is Sunken. Force the like drone pool. Get the Sunken kind of low. I mean, pretty good drilling from Butterfly. We can't I guess these are mute. I wasn't watching, sorry. I don't know if these are mute or not right now. I wasn't watching. I assume they are. If they weren't, I feel like they would have canceled. But we do already have spores out from Mofon, so we're not going to die to the mutas like a certain other Zerg. Right, BB? I'm calling Pinky out. Take over. Shot call this fight. Not shot call, what do they call it? Shoutcast. Okay, so we're gonna get chased back here, bleed off a few units. But we do get our cannons up here. The top of this mineral line I think might actually be exposed. But we're not gonna test that. In the meantime, Butterfly redroning. We got plenty of spore coverage here for Mofon, but we don't have an actual answer for the Muta right now. A bunch of zealots coming in. We have one sunken.
Always going shuttle and river, or just shuttle.
He is planning on river for sure.
But Mofan is dying.
Yeah, Mofon's dead. Is this team unbeatable? What's the solution here?
You should join them.
Who would I replace? Who do you think I should go in over?
I don't know. Maybe Bo?
Yeah.
He may be tired by now. Like, he's been playing for a long time.
I think he might be. I definitely saw a few things, like a few mistakes that I feel like I don't normally see him make. Like his multitasking was a bit slower than normal.
And he's been beaten like 2 days in a row.
That's true, actually. I forgot we beat him a lot last night as well. And I also can play other races, which can make a big difference. Four probes for Reaver shuttle is not good. Maybe it is time for Blow to go to bed. Nomad hitting us with the my god after that Reaver play.
Yeah.
We do have double Corsair. I mean, last SCR actually looks pretty secure right here. He could definitely hold this triple. It's a pretty nice SimCity, actually. Yeah, they can't attack him here. This would be a complete waste. Right, 7 GG. What does that mean? It just means that he's done. So, like, he wants to observe, and he was letting them know that he's done.
Right, yes.
Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna Reaver here, like, the Reaver harass is fine, but you have to make sure it doesn't die, because you could easily just use that to break this. Like, if he just had 2 Reavers here, like with goons and stuff, then he could be pushing this and breaking this. And I feel like that'd be way, way stronger. Like, obviously going for the rise is fine, but once you lose the Reaver, it resets you so much. And it does look like that's what we're gonna go for now, but we'll be -1 Reaver. It makes a big difference. This is actually playable, by the way. They haven't necessarily lost yet. Like, look at the supply of the 2 blue team. The thing is, the Corsair need to be with the Reavers. Did we just pick the shuttle up and lose the Discourage? Or pick the Reaver up? Blow's having a bad night, guys. Does it mean he's not supposed to help in any way, like chat drop? Yeah, he's I probably turned vision off. Super effective mutas. Now the Corsair diving on top of these overlords, but there's a bunch of Hydra here, so it's not really gonna get anything done. Baraka's coming down. Looks like we killed like 1 or 2 overlords maybe. Well, bleeding these Reavers off is really painful. Because you should have been able to have access to the map a long time ago, and red, like, Lin doesn't have much at all. Like, if he had 2 Reavers here and now a 3rd Reaver, and he was like pushing out with this, and the Corsair could join up with it, it'd be crazy strong actually. Uh, 12 SimCity looks great. Can you point out any flaws with it? Honestly, no. Like, it's just a really good SimCity. Like, with Corsair and stuff, too. I don't necessarily like this. I don't know what this is for. But the SimCity is actually, like, really, really strong defensively.
Look at the supply. They may still have a chance, right?
They have a chance, but Blow needs to, like, get it together and stop bleeding off Reavers. We've lost 2 Reavers essentially for free so far. Which is just such a huge difference. Yeah, he did another one on the push. He picked it up as Scourge were coming in, so the Scourge killed the shuttle and we lost the Reaver.
Reavers are so stupid, so slow.
Sorta. I was gonna say, where's our shuttle? We also didn't get shuttle speed either. Well, we'll see. We'll see who breaks out. In the meantime, Last is trying to take top left. That's why, so like when he was making the cannons here, I was specifically thinking if he wanted to make cannons, he should have done it like more at the choke so we can secure the space a bit like more safely. We have upgrades on our Corsair. Yes, we have +1. And no armor upgrade from Butterfly either. And Fleet Beacon. Do you think we're gonna go, Oh, we lost all of our Corsair. To the Scourge, I guess.
Yes. All of them.
I was gonna say, do you think we're gonna go Carrier or Disruption Web, but all our Corsair are dead now.
Maybe carriers.
Yeah.
What else can he? Oh.
You can go to the next game.
Oh, they're going going to the middle.
Like
it's like the last
up.
fight. It's like the last fight he did in the previous game.
Yeah. This felt like an actual winnable position, but I honestly think Blow's just kind of tired.
Here?
The Reaver control is less than ideal. Well, we're trying to break out, but unfortunately we lost all of our Corsair. Okay, we got all the muta.
Okay. That's good.
And now the army that killed Blow is coming here to fight here. Got 1 extra storm.
Stormers are really good.
Not good enough. I'm pretty sure he was planning on going Disruption Web for the bust and then lost all of his Corsair. Okay.
Now it seems no chance.
Sorry guys, I know I've started yawning and talking less. I lose my voice very quickly, and I am getting a little tired.
You want to play one?
I can play if Blows feeling like needs a breaker is done. Oh, I don't think we have gun range yet. I think we're getting it now for last.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now Blows trying to expand, but this is way too late. Len's been on his expansion for a long time.
Yeah, this is late.
Now the SimCity that seems so powerful has a big weakness because of our Corsair gun. DaHu, the king of playing in 12 turn rate, doesn't affect his muta micro one single bit. I don't know how you guys do
They're
it.
so used to it.
Yeah. Now we have lurkers out and no detection either. Those Zergs on Hive Tech, we're gonna have Guardians, we're gonna have Defiler, Lurker. I mean, the game's over. I don't see any way for them to get out here. And Zerg supply is starting to get really high. I think there definitely was a window.
Duo played very well today, Duo.
He always plays well when he's playing with Butterfly. Have you noticed that? It's like he's trying to prove something. Showing off.
No, Butterfly give very clear instructions. I think they're in voice chat. Always.
You think that he tells Duo to micro better?
No.
It's not the decision making that I feel like is the difference. I feel like Duo's macro and control and stuff is better. He played better. That's the advice. Like, I definitely agree their teamwork has been good the whole time. But like his individual play has still looked better when he plays with Butterfly.
Yeah.
I think it's the confidence that he gets.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making Corsair again. Not talking a whole lot because the game's over and I'm just trying to save my voice a little bit.
Yeah, it does look over.
Boom. BB. Do you know how acid spores work? From the Devourer?
No. Oh, I think you told me once, like, they layered up?
Yeah, so it does splash. Alright, somebody, man, I appreciate you hanging out, man. So the effect is splash. The damage is single target with the effect is splash, and it goes up to 9 stacks. For every stack, an attack unit's attack speed is lowered, but they also take additional damage. But the way the additional damage is calculated is they take 1 more damage for every acid spore from every like source of damage. So like say it has 9 acid spores on it and a muta attacks like 3 units and they all have 9 acid spores. Right? So that bouncing glaive is gonna do like its normal damage plus 9 damage to all 3 targets that it hits. This is why Corsair Devour is really, really good together, because the Corsair did a bonus 9 damage with every shot. But sometimes you're playing with Nomad and his Corsair leave all your Devour for no reason. And then you lose the game.
But there's no way they can break middle now.
There's no way. The game's been over for a while, yeah. That's why I'm just talking random stuff now. I mean, I don't...
Yeah, we have Arden here too.
We have what?
Arden at 11.
Oh, Guardian. See, this is why I need you as a co-caster. Just to point out random things for me to talk about. Like, hey, there's a thing happening, go talk about it.
Yes. Is that GG? Is that... Yeah, I guess.
Thank you for the translation. Thank you for the English translation, man.
Oh, I should have translated in Chinese.
You should have. Pablo86, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. That puts us up to 950 on Twitch, guys. Coming up on the 1,000 mark.
Randomly.
Oh, I got put in? Okay, I'm playing. Okay. Sounds good to me. I will deafen Discord while I play. Is that okay? Yeah, we got permission.
Then what should I do?
I guess just watch and wait.
Okay, I'll watch and wait.
Find some more packets or something, I don't know.
He wants ball?
I guess so.
Okay then. Okay then.
Yeah, we're still casting.
Did I do the wrong thing? Hold on.
Mofon says, I ain't playing with Ozzy.
No, you know, when you kept losing, like you just want to get it back.
I actually understand. I do understand.
Right.
And they are a strong team, so I 100% get it.
They are.
Sorry, Pano. Not sure which one to call you, but not yet. Not yet. I think they want to get their game. What's Bo saying?
I said I was concerned that he may be too tired, and he said he's not. He said BB is very happily watching him being beaten.
Okay.
Like, they beated us so badly 2 days ago, remember?
Who did?
Ball. 2 days, the day before yesterday.
Oh, when we played with
He
Marsix?
and Ball, yes.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened. That's crap, Prever Micro. I'm so tired. Last, if someone getting block, help break. I mean, if you see they are blocking us. Hardwood 2s are true. So this is something I have noticed with Bo a little bit. Is he does kind of say, so do them, and it doesn't necessarily work that way. When you're against 2 Zerg, it is incredibly hard to stop the block.
Agree.
Yes, I actually agree with what Lass is saying. I think that turtling against 2 Zerg when Zerg goes double 9 pull is better.
He says Zerg will die, but Zerg dies anyways.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily true. I don't know how Mofon's Zerg macro is, but if you're planning on playing turtle, you can go 12 pull. You can go 12 pull and get enough sunkens to actually hold on for a while. I mean, there's a couple different ways to play. You can play turtle, and I feel like at this point, because they failed against 2 Zerg so often trying to play the early game, that maybe trying a turtle style would be good, and that's why Lass is suggesting it. But Boyle still wants to play the early game. Luckily, they're not against 2 Zerg. Oh no, they are against 2 Zerg. Just kidding. It is 2 Zerg again. So
yeah,
we'll see.
it is.
Positions are okay. Like, it's relatively matched. You do want your Protoss sharing choke with the Zerg. Like what's happening on the bottom. If you can. Because if you can stabilize the game a little bit, then Zerg can get held by Protoss pretty suddenly. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Well, wants to play it the same way. Mofon does take the first hit. Which, oh no, sorry, that's not Mofon. The colors are different again, my bad. Mofon gets the first hit. Nomad. It does kind of feel that way. You can play the way Boyle wants to play it, but you have to be way more conservative with your units. But again, when you're being conservative, you're gonna get blocked by cannons. Like, the thing is that spawns this time is a little bit harder for Lin to get a block. He would have to block like directly in front of Boyle, which is way easier for Protoss to hold because it would be so close to his rally. So he could try to come like all the way down here and block this, but that's like a really far travel as well. This is BGH, by the way. Boyle's gonna get these 3 zealots in. There's gonna be 2 zealots and probes to defend while they're pressuring Mofon. So can Mofon survive this without taking too much damage? Looks like he tried to get like some sort of creep there or something, but we're just dead here. Last zealots are going to be a bit too late. This is one of those moments where oh sorry, that's Blow. Okay, Blow's there. My bad. I'm mixing up players. For Blow, you actually kind of want to just do the counter on 6 o'clock. Because when you go to help, your teammate's dead before you get there anyway. The problem is when you do that, your team is going to blame you for not trying to help them, even though helping them is the incorrect play. Trust me, I know it. It happens to me all the time. Better pole placement 2 Sunkens? Yeah, the SimCity wasn't
Now
quite right.
Zerg is dead again.
They'll get some damage here, but it... I mean, it's gonna be a lot of damage, though. See how many drones he saves here. You don't really need to try drone drilling, just save them. Actually, I guess we're dead. I thought there was way more bullets coming from Lin.
And it's going to be 2v2? 2 Protoss versus Protoss and Zerg?
Yeah, this heavily favors blue team.
Yeah.
Because the Zerg is always going to be weak from the early game. Okay, just kidding. He survived. I looked away and somehow Duo is magically alive. Last time I looked, there was like 20 zealots alive. They're still in
but 7? Something happened at 7, right? He has so few probes.
I didn't see anything, but we have no probes.
Right.
He must have got counterattacked, right? There's no way he didn't. I'm actually, hang on. Let me just look here. We can watch his vision for a second. I'm gonna look back because did I miss something or are we making 0 probes?
I think he was attacked.
Hang on, I'm looking through real quick.
Must be.
Okay, yeah, he was. Yeah, I just missed it. Yeah, there was a lane counter. GG.
And now let's see if they want to continue. Are you tired?
I am, but I'll keep going. I have to stay up for another, like, 2.5 hours anyway.
Okay.
Milking is gonna be miserable tomorrow, but... we want Ozzy to play. It's not up to me, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind playing 1 or 2. Water closet. I am also going to go get some water.
I need to get some water too.
Okay. If you want to start before I get back, that's fine. I think she's gone. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some water. Ugh. I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's cold outside.
I bet.
That helped to wake me up a bit more. I'm okay with everybody losing until I play. And then it just proved my point, you know?
losing your voice.
I am. I end up having to clear my throat a bunch, and yeah, it happens. I just have a like really weak voice. I don't know. Okay, I got 2 Protoss this time. So it is a mirror matchup. If we lose the mirror matchup, we have no excuse anymore. What are y'all talking about? The betting?
He was talking about the betting, and
Yeah.
he said he betted $20. So, in Chinese dollar, we use Chinese. It has the same, similar pronunciation as knife.
Knife?
Yes.
Okay.
He was like, I betted 20 knives. What he meant was he betted $20.
Hmm.
I told him I could give him like 20 knives. I could stab him. That.
So you're making a threat against someone's life as a joke?
No. No, it's about the word, like the
Yeah,
pronunciation
no, I know,
of
it's
that
just
word.
wordplay. I got you. I got you. So the good news is, if I do end up playing, first of all, I'm really tired, so I have that excuse ready. And then, right. And then, if we lose, it's fine, because everybody else is already losing. But if we win, I take full credit.
Well, it seems like Bo and Last Year they don't agree with each other very much how to play.
Yeah, they have a difference of opinion.
Hmm.
In this case, they can play normal, because it's 2 Protoss. Like, it's a complete mirror matchup, so you don't want to play defensive. But definitely against 2 Zerg, you have to understand that you cannot win the early game against 2 good Zergs. It's just not possible. Not as a like Protoss Zerg. The very, very early game, you're gonna lose. Okay, he's bleeding off a Zealot. Blow. Yeah, Blow just lost his Zealot for free.
He must be very tired.
I think he is. He says he's not, but kind of like Nomad said, he just needs to use the excuse. You gave him an excuse and he said no.
His APM is still high, so he's not that tired.
I guess. I don't think that matters. I mean, you know how I feel about high APM.
I know.
I mean, this is a losing fight. Our Zealot count's too low. We can't take this fight. Last does have a lead on his fight by a fair amount. But Blow's Zealot count was just too low. And bleeding off that extra Zealot hurts a lot too. Red actually trying to start to cannon mid, which is crazy to me. There's just like a fake pylon because we don't even have a forge. What is a pylon for? Interesting. Looks like the game's over. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We just bled off a couple units in the beginning for free, and in a mirror matchup like this, like every unit is so important. Like losing that first Zealot to a 9 pool is just, there's no excuse for that. Well, I guess there's an excuse, he's tired, probably.
Well, especially they are like, of the same level. They're similar.
I'm
They
sure.
lost 1 unit to me. They can still catch up.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about, like, I thought you were excusing the Zealot. There was no excuse for that Zealot
No,
dying.
no.
Okay, we have a lot of Zealots here from blue team, though, mid right now. Lin did
Yes.
actually go Forge. But what is, like, this? Look at this disjointed attacking, right? You had
Right.
Blow going to 9 o'clock while Last was trying to contest mid. This is a bad attack, I think, from Blow. We'll see how it
This
plays
is a
out.
good fight here.
Yeah, Last is doing really well. Like, he's macroing really well, he's fighting really well against Lin. Blow should have stayed with him because they had, like, a gigantic, like, Zealot snowball lead. And, or a big Zealot lead, and that snowball, or that can snowball, sorry, I'm struggling to talk here. That can snowball, like, together. But as soon as you split it up like this, like, now all the Zealots are dead, and we don't really have anything to show for it.
Now they're all going to 9.
They're
And
going
then
to 9 while Duo's
Lin.
and Mofon's going 3. This is really disjointed from blue team. Like, they're not fighting or playing together at all. This could be a lot of damage, though. Like, Mofon going to 3 o'clock made Lin kind of hesitate. He thought he needed to save Butterfly. And because of that, we're actually going to get damage here on Duo. Pretty good damage, too.
This was a good fight.
Yeah, it turned out good
Blue.
because of Lin's, like, being not sure of Duo, or, if Butterfly was okay. Last is massing really well this game. Gonna get the main hatchery, possibly. Pretty decent drilling. We also don't have all the Zealots on the hatchery. Okay, he's just barely gonna get it, it looks like.
Yes. Got it.
Alright, so Duo is... he's kind of out of the game now. I guess,
And more zealots
look,
on
this
the
is
way.
this is like a lot of Zealots from Last again. Like, he's macroing really, really well.
He is. Now 9 is dead.
Yeah, 9 is actually dead here. Okay, looking pretty good for blue team now. Yeah, Last is like 2100 plus Protoss player. What is this one? What is this symbol with the one that kind of means big, but he's got something coming out of his kneecap?
Oh,
What is this?
look at the symbol. It's haha.
Yeah, I know that.
Laughing.
I know that is, but I mean above that.
Above that?
The symbol
it's
that looks
great.
like big person. Okay, means great. Okay.
It means very.
Okay.
Very good.
Gotcha. We do have legs finished for Blow. Mofon actually expanding to top left. I mean, this is looking really, really good for blue team. Pretty sure it's over now.
Maybe it was just 2 Zorks are too difficult to play with.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I think ZZP is really, really powerful. I think it's the strongest race combination on BGH 3v3. It's so funny to me that Butterfly makes so many more probes, but when he's playing Terran, he just doesn't make SCVs at all. Let me do this. Because I'm not gonna keep listening to this. Donnie, if you have a problem with it, then don't be here. It's that simple. Nobody wants to hear you bitch about what somebody sounds like. Moving on. Ob? I was asking for observers.
Yeah, he was asking if Duo is
Oh,
observing,
gotcha, okay.
and he said he still has something. Yes, he has a gas.
Yeah, they want to kill this overlord, I think, too, maybe. Or get vision or something, I don't know. We have DT out and no vision whatsoever, so everybody's gonna run around and run back home, I guess. But looking at supply, I mean, Mofon's a little bit weak right now, but he's gonna be getting his economy going up here in top left. I'm surprised we even went for a Hatcher or Sunken here. Still speaks of 1v1 ladder MMR, so we speak BGH MMR. I think BD was talking about actual ladder MMR. Like, last SCR is 2100 on ladder. Yeah, this is a lot of units coming in here, and actually we got this really nice DT block here, so that Boyle can't go help him.
See?
We'll see if he actually storms to break this. We can storm this. He just needs to notice. Whoa. Oh, we have an observer here. Okay. That was a really good DT block, kind of abusing the lack of detection with the army here. So they're actually going to get the kill on Mofon. Mofon's just going to move to top left, and he's got to get drone count. And I guess he didn't have Lair to begin with, so it's kind of whatever, I guess. Guys, we need some, like, proper detection. We have the observers, we're just a little bit separated from our army. That being said, I mean, this army from... Is this all Last? Yeah, Last is playing really well. Just some of its cool here. Got the Templar tech as well. Pretty decent storm here on the goons, gonna kill, I guess, just one of the goons. But a lot of damage done, push him back. Get Butterfly can survive here. Upgrades are even. Last still doesn't have speed on his zealots. But he does have an expansion like up and running. His probe count looks really good right now. So even though he gets pushed back here, he's still going to be really strong. Butterfly's supply is really high right now. Just going like Zealot Templar can be really supply efficient, just kind of resource efficient as well. Like you're spending low minerals on Zealots and then your gas goes into your Templar for Archon and Storm. Just kind of like an easy combination that can be really strong if you're not against like any sort of air or anything like that. But Mofon's already stronger now than he was when he died. Sorry, 1 second. Butterfly gonna try and expand here. Looks like we missed a decent sized storm.
Okay, Lin is going for Arbiter. No more carriers.
Okay. Probably better. Get like a decent sandwich here. Last is making so many goons. It's literally me right now. Big storm on the Zealot pile here. A lot of damage. It's a little too goon heavy. I get it because I love goons. but maybe a little too many goons. Goon does not do well against like Zealot Archon without a lot of buffer. Like you kind of want your own Zealots and Archons to buffer for your goons. Goon DPS is pretty good, and obviously they have the advantage of being ranged, so they can stack their DPS over the top of Zealots, and that's why they're good in combination, but just raw Dragoon's not that great. They're also really good at killing Archons. But the supply difference between the two Protoss is just like a big gap. Butterfly gonna call GG, and blue team will actually win the mirror matchup at least.
Yes. That is the second loss of the butterfly team.
Yeah, the first one was the 5-pool
5-pool.
triple probe harass.
Mhm.
Last S-Series MVP, I agree.
Yes, he did really well. I think this is going to be my last one.
I'm kind of feeling the same thing too.
Okay.
I'm getting very tired.
Yeah, me too.
What time is it? Almost 1 AM. Man, it feels so much later. Nomad says, BBQ, you in the States? Question mark.
Yes, I am.
Alright, this will be the last game that we're watching, guys.
Yes. Oh, they got 2 Zerg again.
You know what that means. Let's just mindlessly aggress into it in the beginning and hope that it works this time.
See what they decide to do this time.
Back to the ZZP salt mines. You want to see Nomad play BGH? He played me twice 1v1. He did significantly better the second time. So if we played a few more times, he'd probably start beating me, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For just winging it, you actually did pretty decent. Like that second game, we were very close in supply, like the whole game. Until we weren't. Alright, let's see how blue team adjusts to this. I would say this is a great spawn and race setup for Lin to go gas, but we already know that is never gonna happen with Lin. Which is why I feel like this is punishable, this playstyle, but... yeah, because like one of the things you'd worry about if you were to play defensive is Ling Goon specifically. Like, Goon is the counter to defensive players. But we're aggressing into double 9 pull 2 gate. Which is kind of what they would want you to do if they're doing that build. I'll tell you what, guys. We gained a little bit of ground today. It was my first ever YouTube ban. And he insta unsubbed, so I hate to say it, but we no longer have one more toxic person in the chat. That's a big loss to the community, guys. think he rather Zerg go Muto. Wait, what did I miss? I'm mad, stay away from Hollywood if you're trying to learn builds. True! Oh, I see what you're saying, Spring. Yeah, so he goes Zealots and his teammate goes Muto.
Yeah, 6 o'clock is going Milda.
You watch landowner streams?
Are you asking me?
No, sorry. Talking to chat. Yeah, I had one of one of Hollywood's friends was in my chat yesterday. He was the one that said, when I asked him what he would do different, he said to play like Leto, like do Leto's builds. Leto, whatever it is. And then I was like, you can't just say to play a certain build or a style at the level of like one of the best players at Hunters on BGH. Which he responded with, Hollywood would have said the same thing. And I was like, oh, so that proves my point, right? Like, that felt like a gain for me. He compared Leto and Hollywood. I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, good fighting here from red team. Kind of as expected in the early game when you got double 9 pull.
Interesting. 5 o'clock is cannon, making cannon. 9 is not.
5 o'clock is making cannon because he wants to go on the Corsair.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how he sniffed out. Well, I say sniffed out. You can kind of assume that he is going Spire because he's done it every game, as well as if this Protoss is going Mass Zealot with no gas. And you can kind of tell by the Zealot count that this guy is not gassing. At least not early. You can kind of assume that it's probably going to be Muta. You can also count 6 lings. Wait, he'd still be making lings the whole time. Like... he'd have like an extra, what, 2 or 4 lings now from the extra hatchery. So if you can count like that while you're fighting, then more power to you. I'm impressed. So Boil's getting tripled, which is what happens when you fight the early game and lose. The double Zerg. But this was also a kind of a disagreement, I feel like. Boil wanted to fight, Last wanted to turtle and go Corsair. So they disagree and they just both did 2 different things, which is even worse. So it is what it is. I will say if Temp plays defensive with cannons and like say we like wall off the choke, these 2 Stargate Corsair would absolutely dominate this game, I feel like. Like, look at what we have for anti-air. We have a Cyber Core that's not even done yet. We have 1 hatch layer, and then no layer tech or evo chamber for the other Zerg. These Corsair would run pretty rampant. Strongly prefer Turtle versus DZP. I honestly think it's better. I really, really do. Even if it means Mofon dies, that's better than what happened. But Mofon can do stuff like this, right? So, I don't know. It's hard for Mofon, like, to survive. His goal is basically to kill as many units as he can before he dies. But your 2 Protoss should be in a good position off of that. Like, no joke, that actually lines them up for a 2v3 one. I know there's no way to like tell because of the randoms, like you can't like open 12 pool as MoFon. If you play 12 pool, it's like way easier to hold these pushes. But again, you'd have to know that like right away, and it's not really possible. The only time it's ever gonna happen is if your Overlord meets his Overlord and you're scouting each other, like right out the gate. Then you can like kind of abort and go into. He actually kind of holds. Kinda, sorta. If he can make lings.
GG. Or two Zerg is too difficult.
I would like to have seen them try a different style once against it, but
Yeah. Well, as you said, one of them is turtling and one of them wanted to fight.
yeah. Well, they lost fighting like 6 games in a row, so I can understand wanting to try a turtle style instead.
Okay, I think I'm going to get off now.
And again, I just want to reiterate this one more time. It's not to say that you can't play unit style against it, but you have to play it like really well. And you can't bleed off any units at all. And it's really hard against double 9 pool speed. What's the record? What was the record overall? Like, I think they lost 2 games. I don't know how many we played.
It was BO5, and then there was another 5, and then after the 5 there were 2 more. So 12. 12 to 13 games, and they lost only 2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You had great micro and teamwork, sure, but they clearly don't. That's exactly it. They did not fight together properly against this style.
Okay, Azzy. I'm
Yes.
getting offline now. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's temporary.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm.
Ugh. Well, this was kind of relaxing. I do lose my voice very easily, but yeah, it was kind of nice to do just a few hours of casting. I did want to play some, but they didn't want me to play. They wanted to get their wins out of it. I get it. But I'm gonna head to bed. Just for you, so you guys know my plans. I've said it a few times, but I'll say it again. Starting tomorrow, I might not stream any tomorrow. We'll see if I do. But at least after that, I'm going to be back on the ladder a lot. I want to work on my game, my Protoss and my Terran both. I haven't been laddering nearly enough. I'm out of practice. It's kind of been showing in some of the K-League matches and stuff. And I want to get back in shape and try to reach some of the goals that I've set for myself, so I will be working on that mostly. I will still be mixing in BGH streams and games and stuff in the meantime, but it's mostly going to be ladder focused for a while. Anybody streaming that I care about? That's the question. Not really. Okay, we're just not gonna raid today. Alright guys, I'm gonna head to bed. Go match Aussie versus Nomad tomorrow. We'll see. I probably won't play any StarCraft tomorrow. I play a lot the last several days. Soviet's paying? Oh, is he? But I'm down for a show match with Nomad sometime, sure. I think it'd be kind of fun. I'm not Exit, I'll play. I don't have I have a lot of pride, but if someone's better than me, then I can admit they're better than me, so. I believe in myself a lot, and I have a lot of pride in that sense, but if someone's better, then that's okay. I'll just need to get better too. We'll make it happen at some point, sounds good. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go rest my voice for a bit. I'm definitely losing it. And I will catch you guys in like a day or two. But have a good night. Peace.